At the weather station WATD, I'm Dan McCready at 8:11. The South Shore's morning news continues now on 95.9 WATD.
The South Shore's morning news continues. I'm Rob Hackala with the morning team. So good to have you along this morning. And we're going to talk about how important local music is in schools. And we're hearing a little bit, that's some of the concert last year put on by Marshfield High School. And joining us in studio this morning, we have David Kaminsky. David is the coordinator of music, Marshfield Public Schools. David, good morning to you.
Good morning, Rob. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to have you in studio this morning. Another year for the big Mattress Fundraiser, Marshfield Friends of Music, an important event coming up on Sunday, right?
Absolutely, yep. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if people are looking to see the streaking Patriots, they should come in the morning and or maybe set their DVRs or something like that. But we usually try to avoid the Patriots games. I couldn't do it. I couldn't schedule it that way this year. But
no.
So Sunday, 10 to 4, Marshfield High School cafeteria. They just come to the front. We'll have signs to get them to the cafeteria.
Well, 10 o'clock is a good time to get out and do some shopping. You're right.
Absolutely.
Get it in before the game. So 10 to 4, Marshfield High School, Marshfield Friends of Music, Mattress Fundraiser. So tell us again about this type of event, because it's more than mattresses as well, and this all goes to help out the music program?
Correct, yeah. It does sound unusual. I always love to tell the story that when they first reached out to me about 11 years ago, I almost immediately just hit delete on my email, but I happened to have a preview pane, and I saw the names of some area music educators that I knew and respected, and I saw their name, and I went, whoa, I got to read this. And when I saw how it worked, I went, wait a minute, this makes sense. And then I sent it to some Friends of Music board members, and crickets, like they didn't want any part of it. And I was like, no, you need to read it and check this out. And they were like, wait a minute. And then we did so well that they were like, wow, we're so glad that we did this. So
how many years has it been?
This will be our 10th.
10th?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Think
we had to take
that.
a break for reasons I don't want to remember. But
no.
So yeah, we've been doing it over 11 years, but this will be our 10th fundraiser. Yeah, we've been doing it a while, and that's one of the things that I want the listeners and watchers to hello everyone, to understand that we do this every year. And it is not just mattresses. It's all sorts of bedding related products, and like beanbag, I shouldn't say beanbags, but that sort of like chair and things like that. There's a lot of different things. If you go to the Friends of Music website, you'll see some information about that. If you just Google Marshfield Friends of Music, we have a page dedicated to it. Take you right there. And so it's all of that, but the way that it works in a nutshell is really very clever. I like being able to tell people that our kids, they're not selling mattresses. The Custom Fundraising Solutions, that company, they're the ones selling the mattresses, and we're just getting the word out. And I humbly ask our listeners right now to just help us get the word out. And if you're thinking about getting bedding related products this year, you probably want to save money, all things considered, and you should think about coming. And that's what I love about it, is that I can tell people, we're not asking you to buy something that you don't need, and we're not asking you to buy it at an overinflated price, and that's the fundraiser. That's not how this works at all. As a matter of fact, it's just the opposite. I want people to only buy when they need these things. People do need mattresses, and they're very important, and they cost a lot of money, so why not save hundreds of dollars to do it? And if you don't need any of that this year, then just help us spread the word to people, because everybody knows somebody who needs this stuff right now, and everybody needs to be saving money right now. So you can get the word out. But if you do, you'll save hundreds of dollars, 30 to 50% off, because they're not paying for traditional advertising, because they're doing it through us. The kids are getting the word out. Their parents are getting the word out through social media and signs and, that sort of thing. And they're not paying for a showroom. They've got our cafeteria on Sunday the 9th. They just set it up that morning, and it looks great. It looks really quite wonderful. And so they have a lot of overhead that they're not paying. and they are able to pass the savings on to the buyer at 30 to 50% off. Some of that savings goes directly to the Marshfield Friends of Music to spend on all of our music students, which is very, very important because they enhance our music programs. We're lucky in Marshfield to get a lot of support in a lot of ways, but the Marshfield Friends of Music enhance it in very special ways, and they do it K through 12, all parts of our music program. So we're really lucky for that. And then, individual students whose names are given at checkout, they also can get some credit off of music bills individually. So I call it the win-win-win. The buyer wins, the Friends of Music wins, so everyone in a music department wins, and then individual kids can win if the buyers give their names at that. So, if you know somebody whose child is in the Marshfield Music program and you're thinking about that, you might want to ask. Hopefully they've reached out to you. We've been asking them to reach out to people and just ask if they need that. So I like it. I feel good about it because, like I said, it's set up in a really good way. And it's, we do it every year. So, at some point I've bought stuff for my family, and I'm not buying anything this year. And in a couple of years, I'll probably be buying a mattress for me and my wife. That's just one example. I just love the way that it's set up, and we've done really well. We've raised over $87,000 over the 9 fundraisers that we've done.
Yeah.
So this is definitely real, and there've been a lot of happy customers.
That is a real change maker. Yeah, that's a significant amount, and it makes a difference. And you're right that you can go out and support. If you live here in Marshfield, of course, you can. You probably know one of these students. That's great. But the thing about this is people can just come from out of town. Anybody listening to us this morning that doesn't even live in Marshfield that says, hey, you know what? I love supporting music programs, or I want to help, or I need a deal on a good mattress, David. So they can do that. Anyone can come, right?
Absolutely. You need no affiliation with us whatsoever. You're still going to help us out. And honestly, more importantly, for a lot of people, you'll be helping yourself out. And that's, I love that part of it too, So yeah, anyone who's listening, if you're thinking, if you want to save a couple $100s on a mattress, or save dozens of dollars on, accessories or whatnot, just come on down. It'll help out, but it'll also help you out.
That's great. We've been talking this morning with David Kaminsky, coordinator of music, Marshfield Public Schools. The Mattress Fundraiser sale is happening Sunday, November 9th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Marshfield High School. That's where you Google to go if you're out of town. Marshfield High School is where it's going to be located, 10 to 4, plenty of free parking. Head on over there and get a great deal on a mattress. And as David said, this helps out the music program. And David, I do want you to take this time. Tell us, when it comes to education, and there's so many things that are important, with science and math, tell us why music is an important part of that equation.
Well, every human being has the capacity to feel musically, so we need to enrich that part of the human experience. And so, our music department does a really great job of that. And so we call that educating the whole child. I'm sure everyone's heard that phrase. But, it also just sort of contributes to the community. And in this day and age of people sort of being so individualized, everyone's on their screens and all that. The kids need ways to get together and do things in real time. It's more important than ever, things like sports and music and drama and those sorts of things. So anything that we can do to sort of foster that is really important for, I don't mean to be over dramatic, but is important for society at large. Yeah,
it really is when you think about that collaboration and coming together and being able to complete a project that is so applicable to many areas in life. And that's what you guys do, getting ready to put on whatever it is, and the individual coming together to put on a great show, as we'll be doing on the radio for Christmas when we play your winter concert, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got our winter concerts at Marshfield High School. They're open to the public. We do some holiday music. We do some non-holiday music. December 3rd and 4th, Wednesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. in the Marshfield High School auditorium, free to everyone. And we're looking forward to that as well. I know the public likes to come out because they like the holiday music, and we like to give it to them. So
that's great.
We're definitely looking forward to that. We're almost ready, too. We're plugging along in the music department. Yeah.
Coordinator of Music, Marshfield Public Schools, joining us this morning to get the word about the Mattress Fundraiser sale. Get on over there. It's Sunday, November 9th, 10 to 4, Marshfield High School. And David, Thanks for coming in this morning.
Robs, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate your support and love our partnership with WATD. You guys are the best.
Yeah, we love supporting local, and that means, of course, supporting local high school music. And I'll be reaching out to all the people in David's position in every town around the South Shore, and we'll get them on. Listen to last year. They sound great, don't they? Thank you, David.
Thank you.